85% of people prefer text over email and phone calls because they want to engage in a conversation. All text messaging is not equal. Customers respond to people, not bots. Be more like people and start having conversations that end in conversions. Use Scipio.
Let's see here.
I don't know why that sounds so good.
That's one of those when you go to a movie theater and it's the...
I hate that ad.
Really?
That ad makes me want to throw myself.
It's like the popcorn and they crack open the Coke and the Coke fills up the whole screen.
I literally plug my ears because the sound bothers me. I do not like the sound.
That is like, I don't even like Coke, really. Like, I'm a Dr. Pepper guy through and through.
I hate every
And when I see that ad, I'm like,
sound of that ad.
Maybe I do love Coke, actually.
No.
I've always been a Coke guy.
It's so funny that we're on the opposite ends of that.
I would have thought you would have liked that.
I think most people like it. I do not. There's really only one or two sounds in this world I like.
Do you like the IMAX sound?
The IMAX? Yeah, I like the IMAX sound.
What about
really, in my perfect home, have I mentioned this on the podcast before? In one of my perfect homes, I have a shower that I can leave on that recycles the water.
Oh, interesting.
For the sound of the shower. Like there's like a shower sounds mode that I click.
So it's like white noise, but it's real.
Yes. Because it doesn't, listening to a YouTube video of shower sounds does not do it for me.
Let me ask you this. My wife sent me one of those, choose 2 of the 6. Okay. Like a picture, like you're rich or whatever. Like you get 2 of these things and they're home improvements.
Yeah.
So it was like a really fancy library, like not quite Beauty and the Beast library, but like a big fancy library. An indoor jacuzzi, an indoor, like a big personal gym, a game room, like a pool table, and I'm trying to remember the last one.
Just think of a good last one.
And the last one is a chef's kitchen, like a really nice big chef's kitchen. Library,
game room. No question.
No question.
What's yours?
I think I picked game room and I picked gym because I know that she would like it. Mm-hmm. And,
that's good to consider your spouse.
Well, and I am always like, the gym's just so far away.
Yeah.
There's no way I can go to the gym.
There's no way.
But if it's in my house, then I really have no excuse.
Exactly.
So interesting. I guess we could probably start a podcast now.
Let's do a podcast.
You're a thief and a liar.
I only lied about being a thief.
Steal.
Lie.
We're gonna steal the ship.
Commandant. No, Lieutenant.
An idea that is fully formed, fully understood, that sticks.
For someone like you to steal?
Ideas are bulletproof.
I'm gonna steal the Declaration of Independence.
Steal this idea.
Hello again, thieves.
We're back.
We are back.
On the Steal This Idea podcast.
The one and only podcast where every week we give you $1 million business ideas and encourage you to steal them.
Please steal our ideas.
I get that question a lot.
Has anybody ever stolen them before?
Probably the number one question.
Yes, easily the number one question.
And I tell people a lot, I'm like, I've had several people who are close. They're like, I think I'm going to actually steal this idea. And then, you never hear from
What if it's just like all the listeners that are stealing the ideas, they're just undercover still? Right? They don't want to be...
Yeah, they don't want to send the NDA quite yet.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's possible. Every once in a while I feel like I saw an idea once and I was like, I think we kind of talked about this. Yeah. And it's possible that maybe someone heard it and it was influenced and then out of the anyway.
Thieves, if you're out there listening and you're in the process of stealing an idea,
let us know.
Let us know because we want to hear about it.
We just want to. I just want to be able to give one good example so that I never have to answer that question.
Exactly, because it's awkward to be like, oh, not
really, but they're good ideas. Like they are good ideas. If this is your first time listening, go listen to the last 56 episodes and you'll be like, wow, these guys are freaking geniuses. But we got a good show today. I have an idea that I can't decide if Andre's going to be like...
Before the podcast, Scott had said, you will hate my idea today. And I said that I was in the mood to hate an idea today.
Yeah. So
we'll see.
I'm building up the arguments in my head right now. So that by the time I get there, Andre is going to be... he has to be one of them.
I'm ready to hate it.
But before we get into that, thieves, let's get into my favorite segment, good idea, bad idea. Let's start this off, Andre. You got one for me here.
Well, and real quick for new thieves, I'll let you know that Good Idea, Bad Idea is the segment where we talk about ideas that we get on our Instagram feeds or Facebook feeds on the net. Interesting ideas that we want to answer the question, is this a good idea or is this a bad idea? I will go first. Futuremood.com. Future, like the future. Mood, like the feeling you have.
Ooh.
These are the sunglasses
Oh.
that alter your mood at the speed of light.
This is a very
It is a
psychedelic website.
psychedelic website for sure. They definitely have an interesting brand voice.
What is...
And I think that the ad I got on Instagram said something to the effect of like, wear our sunglasses and instantly become 15% happier.
Really?
And what they say, so on the one hand, they do have kind of interesting looking sunglasses, but what they say,
These GIF models are just unbelievable.
it's a really interesting website.
You should,
Like nothing I've ever really seen before.
Thieves, you should go to futuremood.com just to take a look at this. It is a really unique website. And yeah, these, I'm trying to figure out a good way to describe
Here's a great, yeah, I mean, it's just like, it's really like no design you've ever seen before. You got to go to futuremood.com to really get it. Here's the tagline. Refresh your mind and senses with Auraflow sunglasses. Harness the power of new halochrome lenses, the world's first lenses, scientifically proven to alter your state of mind.
You know, we talk about these. We often talk about what you can get away with saying. You know, what's scientifically proven. You know,
They are saying the word scientifically proven.
so scientifically proven, but it's the second part to alter your state of mind. Literally, looking in a direction changes your state of mind.
Exactly.
Like everything you're doing is constantly changing your state of mind.
It's like, what does it really mean to alter your state of mind?
Like, to what degree?
Exactly.
What's I find interesting about this. So I would say this is what a like a bath bomb would say. Have the description like this bath bomb is meant to refresh and recharge you, and this bath bomb is meant to to relax and soothe you, and this one is meant to energize you. So imagine that.
But times a million.
for 6 different versions of sunglasses, one that gives you more clarity and focus, one that, this is my favorite, that gives you more energy and arousal.
Wow.
If you can believe that.
Can you imagine wearing sunglasses during
Intimacy? Yeah, these look like swimming goggles, honestly. That's
they
the
are
closest.
not really a fashionable look.
So what's
frankly.
the cost? What's this gonna put?
I don't know, but one quick call out I wanted to make from the product page is, can I wear them while driving? Unfortunately, these are not approved for use while driving, as the effects can be intense. So not like these aren't prescription, but just you can't wear these because your state of mind might become altered too much to even drive.
Have you clicked to buy one of these to the page?
What happens?
Click through one of them and just
well, it's not easy. Okay, so they're $175.
This red one is just a rotating. It's like a full zoom in rotating GIF of a lady who looks like she's from a sci-fi. Like,
yeah, the pages are very weird. These you need to check out.
175.
That seems like, I mean, if it does what it claims to do, that seems like almost like an exceptionally good price.
This says limited release, only 50 pieces available to ship now.
That's not what a limited release is. A limited release is like, we only make 50, not like we made 50 that we're ready to ship now. And then if you order 51, then you just have to wait 2 weeks.
Oh, sorry. Your order 51.
We need to produce more in China now.
I wish that I was just a little bit more wealthy because I would love to try one of these. I just don't know if I can justify.
You don't know if you can justify being scammed tonight.
Yeah. Thieves, if we get 3 Patreon donations.
Oh, definitely.
We will buy
the futuremood.com sunglasses.
And we'll give you a full report on the scientific properties.
And if they're no good, then we'll just raffle them off to Patreon donators.
Yeah, we'll give it to one of our donators.
Yeah.
Donors, I should say.
All right, that's Future Mood. I'm going to go with bad idea. Yeah. I think it's a scam. But we'll find out someday.
I will say that the website is just crazy enough that there's a part of me that's like, but maybe.
I will say, I think the website is a good idea.
Yeah, it's a great idea.
Because this is like such an exceptionally unique
It's so zany. Yeah. Okay.
So if you're selling something zany, rip off their website.
All right. I have an idea here for you, Andre. Okay. My wife sent this to me and she got on to me for not bringing it on the podcast last week. And so this is me bringing on. This is probably the exact opposite of the idea that you just had. So very normal and not zany. It's
very grounded in reality, you could say.
This is subpod.com. So this says the growth hub for your garden that turns food waste into living soil with no smell or no mess. So this is like a composter. Mm-hmm. But the idea is it's kind of a bigger box. Normally composters are like kind of a round And yeah, you dump your food remains in there. It's kind of stinky like composts are. But this is kind of a nice, I would say nice looking.
Yeah, it's an attractive compost box.
And the idea is that you would have like a garden bed and you'd put this in the garden bed.
Right.
And so you put your compost in there, you open it up, you close it, and then that soil would basically like seep out into your garden and then it would like grow around it.
Do you want one?
Here's the problem. So it's $150 for just the thing.
I'm stunned that there could be a problem.
I know.
That just seems like it's just a composter.
It's just a composter. Here's the problem. One, it's $150 for just the thing, and it seems that like they sell a bundle with the garden bed. That's like, hey, this is one that fits in the garden bed for $250 or $260. So I have a hard time being like, yeah, I want to really just drop $300 on this.
Yeah,
because it's big, it's not small, and it does like composters. Like to go buy a composter from Home Depot is like not that expensive, and yeah, it's like a little stinky, but
Amazon would indicate that a composter is about $100.
like a big.
I don't know. It's hard to really visualize just how big they are.
Well, because
I will say what this does reveal to me, not being a composting man, is that composters are exceptionally ugly.
Yes.
Really not an attractive device at all.
No.
So I can see actually more of the value.
Yeah, and I would say if somebody was looking at this, I don't think this is the most attractive one yet. I don't think they're there yet.
Really? I like when
I think
she like sits on the box and it's like a little bench.
Yeah.
Could a composter possibly smell good enough to be used as a bench though?
It seems like some smell would have to get out.
Yeah.
I don't think this is a bad idea. I think to your point, they're at least $100 for a regular one on Amazon, and they don't look good. So this looks better than that, and they do have like an interesting use case, which is like, hey, like build a garden around this. Whereas most composters just like sit in your yard and just are an eyesore. So definitely something there. I don't know. I don't know if I'm quite.
If you're there yet.
I don't know if I'm there yet. It needs to look cooler. It needs to.
Yeah, I would say if you're looking for a composter, this is worth a little checkout.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah.
I don't know that I hate it.
No, I don't hate it. I almost think that a better idea would be to just make a more attractive, like not make it like a technology that has to have no smells and this kind of stuff. Just say it's a better looking composter. I think there might be an angle there of like, hey, this isn't an eyesore.
Yeah,
I might be more into that.
It's a good concept. Subpod.com.
Subpod. Let's do one more.
Let's do my last one just because it's like, again, kind of the opposite of composting. This is fancysprinkles.com.
Man, we are just going all over this episode.
There's not a ton to say about this other than that these are really pretty fancy sprinkles. It's like there's a pumpkin cream sprinkle.
Bills as received, huh?
It is like little candy corns and white glitter and orange and pink beads.
This is fascinating. I will tell you this. Something that drives me insane is when I scroll down for 1 second on a page and it's like, pop up 10% off. You want this? Give us your email. Like,
I know
that converts, but stop.
Fair enough. Fancy sprinkles. What do you think? $9. I kind of like them.
I kind of like it too.
I mean, like, if you're looking to take your home cookie business to the next level.
Well, here's the thing.
FancySprinkles.com.
Yeah. So I make, I would say, one of the best versions of oatmeal chocolate chip cookies that exists.
What's your secret?
The secret, I'll tell you. One, the easy secret is room temperature, unsalted butter.
But the second secret,
the real secret
is love.
Is a teaspoon of cornstarch and a teaspoon of baking soda. The cornstarch, really, most people don't put cornstarch in their cookies.
Yeah,
but that gives it a nice chewy.
Sure.
Anyway, that's the secret.
So anyway, you really don't have much use for sprinkles in your.
Well, on those ones I don't. But as somebody who is, I constantly am thinking, all right, I really want to make these cookies unique in Scott's recipe. I want to make them a thing. Mm-hmm. If these were not oatmeal chocolate chip cookies, but a different,
like a sugar
cookie or something that would warrant sprinkles, I would definitely purchase one of these because
they're so unique.
Yeah, this would totally
make a whole different level.
And if you go to the store and you're like, I need some sprinkles, you have three options. You have the rainbow. You have like the single color white, and then you have like these like weird, gross pastel ones, and that's it. And they are the same. Like that's what your options are.
Yeah.
And so especially like these pumpkin ones that have little mini candy corns, like those are fun.
Yeah, it's a very next level.
I do love this picture here where they're pulling a bottle of fancy sprinkles out of their back pocket. Oh, they're so portable.
That way you can use them anywhere. Add them to any food.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fancysprinkles.com. Not a ton to say about it other than that they're fun, unique sprinkles.
And I would say this, like, this is exactly what it builds itself to be. And I appreciate that. Like, there's a lot of things these days that are just like, well,
it's not billing itself to alter your mood.
No.
or to be unsafe while driving. It's just sprinkles that are better than the average sprinkle.
Speaking of which, I have a product review, a product update.
Oh.
Diego, on the side of my backpack there, if you could hand me, in that one. There's a tiny, maybe it's the other one.
This is a surprise.
There's a tiny little, there it is.
Oh my gosh.
This is the bottle of Nude, Nuud. Now, what is your first reaction when you see this bottle here, Andre?
So it's approximately the size of like a tube of Carmex.
Yeah.
Like it's a very, very small tube.
It is so small, shockingly small.
Yeah. And I'm going to the website just to remind myself how big we probably perceived it to be. And I'm going to say considerably bigger.
Yeah. So for the thieves who don't know, several episodes ago, this was shipped from, I think, Norway or something. There was a good idea, bad idea, which was, hey, you can use this and not have to put on deodorant for a week.
Yeah. A very interesting value prop.
And I was like, oh.
A week?
A week? That seems hard to believe. And it's like you can shower, you can work out, you can do all the stuff you normally do, and you will not have body odor.
Yeah.
So I buy Nude and I wait 4 to 6 weeks.
It took a long time.
It took a long time. And I got to say,
now you have the smallest bottle ever.
It kind of works.
Really?
I was shocked.
So tell me about it. Like, what's the consistency?
Yeah. So basically,
you just put a little on your fingers.
Yeah. So the instructions are funny. It's like you put basically like a pea sized, like you put not a ton on your finger. I would say that's the one thing I don't love about it. Deodorant is a very, so I keep it in my backpack. Deodorant's a really easy thing to like, and you're done. Like it's really quick. Whereas this is like, I gotta like squeeze it out. And there's something, it's a weird sensation, like rubbing a cream underneath your armpit as opposed to using like a stick of something.
Yeah.
So that, I don't love that sensation. But yeah, you put a little pee on your, like a pee drop amount, just enough to like, like you would put lotion on your hands or something like that. And you just apply it to your armpits. And
Not sweat.
I worked out. I'm not somebody who like perspires a ton, but there were several times I was like, I know I would smell worse right now.
Yeah.
And I didn't. It says, on the box, it's like, yeah, like everyone's a little bit different. Some people last a week. Some people like usually 3 to 4 days, like the average.
Yeah.
So that's kind of what I've been doing. It's like every 3 days or so.
It's so hard to guess how long a tube of
I know.
lasts.
Well, that's the thing though.
It's going to have to last you like 3 months for it to have been worth it.
Yeah. And this, I would put this in the category, I think you reviewed a thing called Bite, which is like
toothpaste that comes in a reusable little glass tube.
This is the travel thing that you want. It lasts the perfect length of a travel, like a trip that you'd go on.
It's the perfect size.
Perfect size. It fits in your carry-on. Like this is what you want because like you don't have to worry about, throwing deodorant on or whatever. Like you just throw that on before you go to bed or in the morning and like you're good for the whole weekend.
Yeah.
Anyway, so I would recommend Nude. Believe it or not.
Nude and Bite.
Nude.
Form the perfect travel kit.
And Bite.
Love it.
So yeah, that's my product review.
Should we get into your big idea?
I think we should.
Should we play a little theme music?
Let's do a little theme music. I gotta warm up here. You never play my favorite theme music, Diego. It's the green one. Can you play the green one for me? Because that's the one I need. So that's a lot better.
Yeah. So you're saying I'm going to hate this idea. But I want to take a guess at like, what is an idea that I would hate? So I'm thinking like, it's going to be...
I would be shocked if you guess anything about this idea.
Kid-centric, parents only, must be a homeowner to appreciate.
Yeah.
Have to live in suburban, rural area.
So
those are all the things I hate in an idea.
It's actually... This is an idea that you uniquely could be a part of.
Okay.
Like
so then, in theory, I should love it.
In theory, you should love it. Anyway, you might think it's fine. I'm a little tepid about it.
Scott's best hope is that I will think it's a fine idea.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, I'm gonna give you a couple different points to draw your mind to, and then I'm gonna pitch you on the whole idea. Have you seen the movie Nightcrawler,
No.
starring Jake Gyllenhaal?
No.
Are you familiar with it at all?
Yes.
Could you tell me what it's generally about?
No.
Diego, have you seen the movie?
I wanted to
Nightcrawler?
say yes to make it easier for you.
It's like a car movie, isn't it?
It's not a car. Well, so
It's a superhero movie.
no.
What?
It's a car.
Nightcrawler is a superhero.
It's about worms.
Nightcrawler starring Jake Gyllenhaal. He is he's kind of like an eccentric guy who's like a little creepy, a little intense. He's maybe Asperger or something, but he becomes a ambulance chaser.
Okay.
And
I watched this movie. Car centric.
it has a car in it.
He's in a car like half the movie.
It's not a car movie though. Okay, so ambulance chasing. That's
He's an ambulance chaser.
yeah. Just remember that.
I will say I love ambulance chasing.
Okay, great. This is going to lead to my second question is there's a guy at work, Tyler, anytime there's a police chase, that dude tunes right in.
Yeah.
He loves police chases.
See, I try to do this. I have a police scanner app on my phone.
Uh-huh.
Anytime anything's happening, I'll tune into it, but I never hear anything.
That doesn't
It's just
work.
like nonsense. Yeah.
All right, so that's point 2. And then point 3, what are your thoughts on Boy Scouts as a general institution in the world?
I'm in favor. I'm in favor of the concept of
Concept.
youth groups that are doing good for the world.
Great.
The Boy Scouts specifically.
Sure, there's maybe some problems.
Yeah, but the concept is obviously golden.
Great. All right. Andre, the service I'm about to pitch to you is a service I call Sky Rangers.
Okay.
What Sky Rangers are it's a service that is sold to municipalities primarily, but also news organizations. And the idea is a network of people who operate drones are going to sign up to be Sky Rangers. And what Sky Rangers do is if there is an accident, if there is a wildfire, if there is a crime, if there is anything notable or interesting that a city would want to know, especially first responders, a call goes out to the Sky Rangers to try and capture footage of the event to help in the process of first responding, right? So if a car is stolen, a thing goes out, and it happens to be in your neighborhood, you would, you turn on the drone, you fly out, you try and see if you can find it, right? This is easier with natural disasters like a fire, right? And the idea is, one, this would reduce it would give insight to what's going on, right? So if there was a car that was smoking or there was some situation, right? Now you have a live feed from the event to the police station, the fire station, the ambulance that is a direct this is what we're dealing with. This is who we send out. Because very often someone calls 911 and the ambulance, the fire chief, 6 cop cars all show up and it turns out you only needed one of them, right?
Sure.
So this helps in that area. And the idea behind Sky Rangers is, one, this is a way for people to contribute to their communities, right? So they I want to make my community safer, better, more protected. So I sign up to be a Sky Ranger. And this is kind of a democratization of that. So there's a gig economy element. So the city is actually paying for people to get eyes in the sky and to look at this stuff. So that's revenue stream 1 is like a city contract, right? The second is what Jake Gyllenhaal does, which is ambulance chasing, right? So news organizations would pay to have access to this footage, right? There's only so many chopters in the sky that can get to a scene, right? This is a way for someone to be like, there's an accident, a network is notified, and drones can be there to look and to sell that information basically to a news organization who they want it, right?
They do it all the time. I mean, you post a video on Twitter.
They're like, hey,
somebody comments and is like, hey, can we use this video? Or
Exactly.
we'll pay you for it. There's a whole bunch of things for this.
So this is a way to really make that network a lot easier and a lot more accessible. I think there's an interesting aspect here with maybe somebody who wants to get a drone, but it's kind of expensive. I don't really know how to do it. So there's kind of a lease to own program where basically we say, hey, we'll send you one, we'll train you how to use it. And then if you do these things for us, instead of us paying you, you are paying off the cost of the drone. So there's a way to send out drones to people as part of a community outreach type thing, or subsidize that for some people who just want to get into a drone, right? And then the last revenue stream is skyrangers.tv, which is a channel where now they're interesting, just like you tune into your police chaser up. So that stuff's going to be there. I am a producer of a Sky Rangers channel for Utah, and I am looking for interesting content, right? So all the Sky Rangers out there, there might be this or a parade or a protest or just anything that's public and noteworthy. I'm looking for that stuff because I want my stuff to be featured on skyrangers.tv. And then that there's an advertising deal there where this becomes a channel people go to. They're watching interesting stuff that's going on at all hours of the day in their city or in their county or whatever. And so, there's 3 revenue streams there. I think it's an interesting, especially focusing on like the first responders area. Like I think you are doing them a service by like bringing in more eyes and more help to a system where some of it, like especially police right now, is like kind of going through some restructuring and could use that. And especially the other ones, especially emergency responding, wildfires, stuff like that. Like the more eyes you see, the better. And because it's part of this network that will like be publicly sanctioned, now it's not just like some rogue guy being like, hey, I found this. It's like, no, like this is part of a network. People have some semblance of training and rules and structure, and there's like a code you follow and stuff like that. And it's distributing it in channels. Like that's what the infrastructure is doing. It's like connecting the information, relaying information, and like working on that bridge. And I think the Sky Rangers app, right? Like they would also reward Sky Rangers with badges for, you caught a natural disaster. You got footage for this. You got, whatever. Like you kind of get a badge system that would encourage people to go back and look for stuff to play part of the game. On top of that, it's a gig thing where they're getting paid. That's Sky Rangers.
I think it's a pretty horrible idea. No, I'm just kidding. I think it's actually a brilliant idea. I think I would pay for skyrangers.tv. I think I would fly for Sky Rangers. I think as a municipal option to be able to purchase footage like this is great. As a, gig economy enthusiast, you might be really interested in the opportunity to capture footage and make a little money to offset the price of your drone, for them to lease the drone to you. I think is all brilliant. I think there's so many different revenue streams and they all make sense to me. I think that probably some common concerns would be around like surveillance, which is like, we don't want people, but I think what's important is like, we don't just contract with the like police. We also make the footage like publicly available. Like there's like ways to form like healthy covenants with the community and the police at the same time, where it's like, we film for everybody and we make, everybody benefits from this.
Yeah. I think you'd have like a 10 commandments of this. Like it's not voyeurism. It's not this. Like there is somebody who's watching it. Like you can be banned. Like,
totally. Like there's a ton of different ways to look at it. And I think all of them make sense. And I'm surprised that something like this doesn't already exist, because there is generally somebody with a drone in every neighborhood. And
especially these days.
Yeah.
Drones are cheap now, man.
I know. So it's like, if you're like, I just want to offset the cost of this a little bit. And also like, I'm interested in crime. Like, I don't know. I think that it definitely plays into a little bit of like voyeurism. Like people want to see destruction or whatever that might look like.
Well, and right now, like we had some wildfires here, and like you for sure cannot fly a drone in wildfires because it's not sanctioned. But like in this scenario, it's like, no. Like we want eyes here, and I think there's a way to like you can communicate to drone operators and be like, you're fine, or like, hey, we have what we need to go back.
Exactly.
Right. So it's like you have this system of communication that you didn't have before.
Yeah. This is a good idea. This is a very good idea. What would make you think I wouldn't like it?
I don't know.
I have a drone. I have indicated some interest in crime.
Yeah, that's true. I don't know. There's a part of me that's like, I think you're just going to shoot down the revenue model of this for some reason.
No, I think there's so many different revenue models.
I know. Okay.
How could I possibly hit on all of them? It's impossible.
Well, so it is. I would say, like logistically, it's like there's a lot that you'd have to figure out.
Yeah,
and you're selling.
It's definitely not in the category of like apps where it's like, everything already exists.
It's not fancysprinkles.com.
Yeah, this is not an overnight one and done. This will be a challenge.
Totally.
But an interesting one.
Yeah. And I do think at the end of the day, you are providing a net, which is like reducing.
Yeah. There's a mission for good.
Yeah.
There's a mission for good.
Yeah. And I think there are people who are, it's the same guys who are like, guys a lot of people who are concealed carry type people are like, I want to be a protector. I want to whatever. Like they have that itch in them. And I think this would appeal to a lot of those people of like, I want to be the guy, because there's some cool scenarios where it's like, let's say your car gets stolen right now.
Yeah.
Right. You call 911, say, hey, my car just goes, oh, what color is it? Oh, it's a red, Jetta.
And then Sky Rangers go out.
And then
potentially locate my car.
And then potentially
Which would
like
be pretty
50,
crazy.
50 people all will put their drones up at once, and they're like looking for red jettas in a 20 square miles. It's like that's awesome.
Which we know. So this exposes both the benefit and the cost, right? Which is we know that people are interested in like solving crimes on their own. And where my head goes when we think of that is like the Boston bomber issue with Reddit, or like Reddit like falsely accused. Basically, Reddit was obsessed with solving who the Boston bomber was.
Oh, yeah.
And they like did a bunch of stuff they shouldn't have done. And that's often cited as the story of like why we shouldn't try to crowdsource crime solving. Which is just to say there's two sides of it, right? Which is like on the one side, there's a chance to solve a crime that would otherwise be unsolved.
Yes.
With the help of the community. On the other side, it's like, what if they like fly their 50 drones into your red Jetta and it's the wrong red Jetta, right? Like there's just two ways of looking at it.
Well, and the reason I chose drones is like the problem with ambulance chasers is like, it's a variable now. Like I'm in the crime scene. Like I could get shot or burned or whatever. Right. Whereas this is like.
Where an idea that would be similar that we would have come up with like 5 years ago is like the same thing, but with your phone, right? And it's like, just go Periscope all these crimes, right? And it's like, you would have come up with that and that would have had a lot of issues.
Right. Which I thought about is like, could you also do this on the ground level? And I think you
got to be like, no.
Yeah. I think there's too many
variables.
Like maybe on the Sky Rangers TV, like there's the emergency responder stuff. And then there's like the interesting city stuff, a parade and this. And I think there's room for, hey, this isn't from a drone, but it's interesting footage,
like the parade or the fireworks or
stuff like that, right?
Whatever. But some like crime, like you didn't help anybody by running at them like Periscope.
Look, it's that guy.
Exactly.
So that is Sky Rangers.
So I think there's a world where the technology is pretty close, or there.
I'd love to hear.
There's a world where the revenue model really makes sense.
Yeah, I'd love to hear what the thieves think about Sky Rangers. If you would sign up to be a Sky Ranger, or if you think the idea is crap.
Let us know.
Let us know. And here's how you let us know.
So many different ways.
You wouldn't believe the amount of ways. Go stealthisidea.com. That's the easiest one.
That's the easiest one.
So that's going to have
where you can find links to everywhere.
Everywhere. Especially the one of the best links is our Patreon. Mm-hmm. I need to also mention this idea was loosely inspired by Alan Hauser, one of our newest thieves.
Alan Hauser.
Yeah.
One of my new favorite thieves.
He engages with the pod a lot, and we appreciate him. But he sent me a clip of a drone that brought like a heart. What are those? Like if you're having a heart attack, and they like. What is happening right now?
What?
What's that machine when you
a pacemaker?
No, like you zap someone.
I wasn't paying attention. So, defibrillator.
Yeah, defibrillator. So he sent me a video of this drone that delivers the defibrillator, and I was like, That's got my.
There's more to this.
So
this opens up a question that I want to ask to thieves, generally speaking, which is why do thieves always like Scott more than me? There was a LinkedIn post today that tagged Scott explicitly. Devin Bacon, you're out there. And then he, in the comments, it's like, oh, also Andre. Same thing. Alan Hauser is sending you videos to inspire your ideas. And then Scott's like, how come you don't have any ideas? It's like, well, the thieves aren't helping me, for one. Anyway, send us, go visit our website. Scott doesn't need to respond to why people like him more. He knows the reasons, and it's because he's like a nicer, friendlier guy than me.
No, it's because I broadcast the podcast on many more social mediums than you do generally.
Okay, whatever.
Because I run Twitter.
I don't want to engage. Anyway, people like Scott with me. Visit www.gostealthisidea.com. Send us an email, idea@gostealthisidea.com. Or give us a phone call.
Yeah. If you're like, I have this idea, I don't necessarily want to type it out.
Or you want to respond to an idea like this one and you want to make it easy.
888-416-IDEA. You can call us, leave us a message. We would love to play your idea. So if you want to leave us a voicemail, you can. In fact, we're going to play one right now from
Cheryl Hunter, Patreon supporter.
Booyah.
Hey, it's Cheryl Hunter. Loved the Better Closet episode. It inspired me to think of another idea, and I don't have the solution, but I thought you guys might be able to come up with something.
Don't you worry. Cheryl.
The big problem that I have is finding a way to remember where all my books are, which bookcase, which box, because we've moved several times. Same thing goes with DVDs. We have a ton of them. We've invested a lot of money, and that's almost like a unique thing now because everyone's just doing everything digitally. But is there a good way to catalog those things so that we always know what bookcase to go to or what cabinet we have DVDs stored in? Is there a way to index so that we're not having to always wonder or look around? Thought, it could be something that's even like a biannual fee if you want to do something because you're always buying new books, maybe not so much DVDs anymore. But if there's a way to make it so that I'm not always wondering where stuff's at, I would love that. So if you can think of anything, maybe you can mention it or come up with something, but keep up the good work, you guys. You're awesome. Take care. Bye.
What a great voicemail.
I know.
First off, she liked Better Closet. So that's got to make you feel good.
It does make me feel
Thieves, if you haven't listened to Better Closet, go check out the episode.
one of the best. My thought is I think that there should be a company that makes a suite of apps for old iPads and iPhones in your house. For iPhones or iPads that you're just going to leave stationary.
Okay.
Maybe they make a little mount for it so that like it elevates the camera or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And it has apps like this, like that you use to scan the ISBN on your
I
books,
see.
and then you put them on the shelf and it tells you where they are. And it has something for this and something for that and a photo a day app, like just something for the iPad in your house that you can just leave on the charger all the time in the kitchen. That's old.
Yeah, I think that's an interesting
And
idea.
they focus on making them just like really efficient so they run really well on old devices. And they just do like kind of random tasks like this.
Yeah, it's like a pretty binary.
Yeah.
Like that's something simple.
That's kind of where my head goes.
Yeah, no, I think that's a good idea. My head was going like if on your bookcase you basically like put a long strip that was like almost like a scanner that like basically when you took things in or out, like it was more of like a
Just way harder.
Yeah, well, for sure. That's just where my mind went initially.
But I think like what if it was like this system like it's on your stationary iPad and they sell you a little mount that puts it on your
You're just
counter.
like beep, scanning.
You
things
beep it
and
in, and then they also, for an additional fee, you can print them yourself, or for an additional fee, they'll send you some stickers that you can use to label in accordance with their system that they support.
basically put a QR code. So in a way, what you're doing is
First, like a little fancy sticker that says A, B, C, D, E, F, G,
right,
and it tells you which shelf it's on. And I don't know. I don't really have this problem.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to visualize the solution.
That's an interesting idea of yeah. I wonder if there'd be a way, for you to like scan it and have it like categorize or it like knows.
And then also a search function. So you go to the iPad, you type in what you're looking for, and it tells you where it is.
It's like, oh, it's over here.
I don't know.
I do like.
I think that thieves also will think like, again, that everybody has unused phones and iPads.
Yeah, I think
these are in abundance in the world.
Yeah, I think that idea is actually really interesting, which is making useful technology with a really simple app that just stays plugged in. Yeah, the purpose of it is for checking things in and out, so you don't have to buy.
For various tasks that just require very little memory and really just like belong on a stationary iPad, right? And I think you come up with a lot of things.
Okay, what about this? Okay, here's an idea. So I think we don't have the problem that she's having because my house isn't that big, right? Like if I can't find something, it's because it's lost, like legitimately lost.
Well, and I think we just own fewer,
right,
like physical items than
but
some people would.
Something that happens a lot is I might loan something out and then forget who or where. So same concept, but the idea is I have these little tags on anything that I would want to let, or like I have a whole sticker pack full of them. So I was like, hey, can I borrow your hammer or this game? And I say, sure. And I just really quickly put the sticker on and I beep it.
Totally.
And it's just like, hey, this has been loaned out. And like, maybe it like, sends me a text message to be like, hey, who'd you loan this out to? Or something that keeps track of where that thing went.
What about like a really simple mail scanner app?
Right. Yeah, exactly.
Like you put it under, you throw it away. You put it under, you throw it away.
Totally.
90% of this mail you won't need. You're like, but I just want to store it just in case. Maybe there's a number I need to get, insurance card or whatever. You stick it under and you throw it away.
I'm into that.
It scans it. It's not the highest quality scan in the world, but it works. And the app company that makes this, like they're just obsessed with simple, and it will run on backwards compatible iPads like a million versions ago.
Love it.
Something to think about. There's an idea there somewhere.
All right. We're going to wrap up the episode. Should we read this email or should we just... Diego says,
save it for next time.
Save it for next time. Keenan,
We're coming to you.
We're coming to you
next episode.
Next episode. This has been a great episode. Thieves, let us know what you thought about Sky Rangers. If that's a totally cool idea, or if you hate it, we appreciate it. Give us a rating, share us to your friends. We love that. We appreciate it. And Thieves, we will catch you in the next one. Andre, you have to say bye.
Bye.
Use Scipio, the #1 engagement tool for sales teams that want more responses, appointments, and conversations. Message your leads and customers where they are on their phone. I'm not talking about phone calls. We're talking about true one-to-one texting. Use the code STEAL at Scipio.com for 2 free licenses. Use the code STEAL at Scipio.com for 2 free licenses. See you later, thieves.